The moment Star Wars space combat fans have been waiting for has arrived. A new game focusing on the aerial dogfights of the Star Wars universe has been announced, and a new trailer for the game has just dropped. Details are thin on the ground right now, but the game is being developed by Motive Studios. They're the guys behind the campaign in Star Wars Battlefront 2. The game apparently features a single-player story mode, but there will be a strong multiplayer component comprised of 5v5 battles against opposing squadrons. Given that the game is being published by EA, anyone familiar with their multiplayer output over recent years will immediately question the potential business model of a game like this. Will there be gambling mechanics like loot boxes or gameplay advantages only available to players willing to pay? But so far the unlockables mentioned are obtained entirely through gameplay. Apparently, we can only hope. With Jedi Fallen Order, EA proved that they can release a Star Wars game without the egregious business model of something like Battlefront 2 at launch, but only time will tell, I guess, if the lesson has been truly learned. But Squadrons itself is set after the destruction of the second Death Star, when the New Republic is trying to unite a war-ravaged galaxy and the Empire is fighting a rearguard action in a desperate attempt to cling to power. Both factions seem to be fully playable, with a range of ships for each, and the single-player story apparently straddles the two. This time period itself definitely seems to be in vogue at the moment, partially I think due to the success of the Mandalorian TV series, which seems to be uniting fans wherever they come from. A logical assumption might be that there's the chance for characters and ships like the Mandalorian's Razor Crest to make an appearance in Squadrons down the line as DLC or something. There are several cameos in the trailer already, with Wedge Antilles making an appearance and Hera Syndulla from Star Wars Rebels. Brand synergy is a thing, and Squadrons seems to be banking on that. I hope they feature a lot in their story. Interesting to see. Will they be voiced? You know, Hera's there. Will Wedge be chatting? I don't know. Some additional details I would be remiss not to mention. The game is going to be cross-platform between PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and it's also VR capable, VR ready. I don't know anybody who cares about any of those things, but if you do, or you've heard stories of people who do, then I guess that's something worth being happy about, right? Yep, okay. The trailer itself sets the scene nicely and is dramatic in all the right places, but what it doesn't do is answer the key question longtime fans of Star Wars gaming will be asking. Will the game be an on-rail shooter in the vein of Rogue Squadron or the space component of something like Star Wars Tour, or will it be a fully fledged flight sim along the lines of X-Wing and the X-Wing and TIE Fighter games, or the space component of something like the classic MMO Star Wars Galaxies? There's no gameplay footage available yet to indicate one way or the other, but if I had to guess, I'd say it will tend more towards the arcadey end of the spectrum. Something like the complexity of, say, Elite Dangerous, I guess will be too much for the mass market that EA will be shooting for with this type of game, I would think. On the whole, it's an exciting announcement though. Personally, I'm more interested in the single player experience than the multiplayer, so I hope the story is good and it lasts a decent while. I want more than a 6-hour campaign for a full price release. It's also nice, if a little depressing, to think that this feels like a new format for a Star Wars game, even though it really isn't. It's just a genre that's been neglected for years. I'm glad it's not being neglected now, but it's a return to form rather than a revolution. I think it's important to remember just how interesting and diverse Star Wars games of the past were, and to hold new entries up to that kind of standard. The TIE Fighter games, the X-Wing games, they were revolutionary in their day. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect that a new release should be similarly exciting, even though it would be unfair to expect a game to redefine the genre. Will Squadrons be the quality Star Wars space game that we've all been waiting for? I'd love to know what you think in the comments. Please like if you enjoyed this video, and sub up for more Star Wars gaming and news and that type of thing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.